Good evening, everybody. This is Johnny Seville from Acorn Wealth Corp. This is your executive summary for stock setups for Friday, the 13th. That's a dangerous number, isn't it? But nevertheless, we are entering a dangerous market, or exciting market if you're on the right side of it. Now, the S&P 500 has continued its head and shoulder pattern. So far, so good. Don't want to get too excited yet. What we want to obviously see is the breakdown through 2040, and that would indicate a pretty likely decline down towards the 2000 target. On the weekly chart, that would indicate a breakdown towards the 2000 target here, which is then the macro head and shoulders, which could take us all the way down towards 1750. That would be our first bump in the road for another rally up, and then an advance down to our primary target around 1600 to 1475. So things are looking good on the short side so far. Now, let's have a look at our. I'll start with the new stocks tonight. I wasn't going to put out too many new alerts, but this one really tickled my fancy, and this is. I'm not even going to pronounce it. It's Alpha Echo Tango is a ticker symbol, and Alpha Echo Tango November Alpha is the name of the company. I'm going to say 8NAR, but I'm sure that's wrong. Anyway, 8NAR has really just plummeted. It's on 1.56 million shares yesterday, 4.44 million shares today, and let's have a look at the the action on that. Just one second here. So let's go to AET, and we can see big chunks of selling just recently happening. 3.8 million from the chairman and CEO just about 10 days ago, and about 3 days ago 4.4 million from the executive vice president and operations and technology. So we're seeing some big action occurring. Now, he owned 56,000 shares, sold 39,000 shares. That's quite a fair bit. So that's almost the entire position. And the CEO and chairman selling 10% almost of their position. So quite a fair bit. Now, looking at the chart, how do we play that? Well, look, this could rally back up and do a bit of a test of that resistance. If so, even better possible pricing on the options, or we're looking for a breakdown below that 107.41 level. Either way, what I'm looking for on the option pricing is looking at the October $105 puts. They're currently at $3.15. Obviously, depending on which way the candle goes tomorrow or Monday will dictate where you get them at. But the $3.15 level, there was 258 contracts sold today, which is bigger than the open interest, which was zero, as well as bigger than any other contract price at all, other than the 310 puts, the $110 puts, which were sold 310 contracts. So someone's buying up lots of contracts today for those October 105s and 110 strikes. So I'd be looking at the 105 strikes at 315. You could also look at the 110s as well. Those are my two favorites for AET. DLTR is also my other favorite. And let's bring that one up. Okay, let's just start with the insider trading. Now, this is part of the discount variety stores, but look at that in March. Big selling. And we're talking about the president of Family Dollar, which is obviously Dollar Stores, Chief Information Officer, Chief Merchandising Officer, doesn't look good. Director, Chief Strategy Officer in December. So selling across the board, and these are pretty significant prices: 5 million, 1 million, almost 2 million, another million. Again, loading off significant amounts. Shares owned 1.1 million. Selling off 60,000, 135,000, selling off 74,000. That's half. So I mean, there's some substantial levels of selling going on. On DLTR, these guys report next week, and having a look. What's the date there? That's on May 19th before market is when that's estimated to report. So that could always be possibly changed. So we were looking at the just slightly out of that date range, looking at the June $75 puts for which were last traded at $1.23, and on the speculative side, the May $77.50 puts, which are currently 45 cents. So those are looking pretty cool. Market otherwise looks amazing. Again, it's going to be a very exciting few days. The retail stores such as JWN, Nordstrom broke down big time after market was down around 36 and change the last time I looked at it. Of course, that's going to help our short on Target, which we're holding puts on, probably very, very well. Let's have a look. Also, another comment, KRO, even though this one stopped out, still looks very valid at the exact same prices and puts that we've indicated in the stock report that you should have received. If you haven't received it, check your junk mail. It will be there. Let's have a look here. What else? eBay. eBay looking really, really good. This is just folding underneath the resistance, and any kind of puts that are just slightly out of the money that, let's have a quick look here. Okay, just bringing those up. So looking, for example, at June 17 puts. Yeah, I mean, like the $23 June puts are 52 cents. I'd be game for those, for example. The $22 puts, wow, the $22 June puts just traded at 1,338 contracts today with an open interest of 0. So so the $23 puts at 52 cents or the $22 June puts at 23 cents both look awesome. Let's have a quick look at some of my other favorites, see if there's anything else I want to tell you about. Oh, right, DLPH. Just a quick comment on this one. This one also looks really, really, really good. It's obviously perhaps a failed Head and Shoulders, but at least a broken trend line. And this one is also looking very exciting. Again, with the same levels we've talked about, same puts that we talked about in the newsletter. If you're not already in or looking to get into the stock, it still looks like it's right under that entry level. So I think this could be a very, very exciting week ahead, and I'm thrilled to see Monday come, and even more thrilled to have you around for it. So with that, have a wonderful evening and happy trading.